Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tony Holowitz, and I want to give you in this tutorial about Act software, I want to give you a quick overview of the Edit menu in Act. I'm going to go up and click on Edit, and I just want to discuss these items with you. So first of all, in this particular contact, I haven't done any changes. This contact in Act is the My Record, and I haven't done any changes to it, so I can't undo anything or undo any of the changes to the contact. But then we, in this, have some of our fundamental basic Microsoft options for cut, copy, and paste. And you'll notice the keyboard shortcuts for cut, copy, and paste are Control X, Control C, and Control V as in Victor. So we have some basic things here that you can do to edit. But we also have the ability to sort our Act data by choosing how we want it sorted. Right now, I don't have it sorted in any particular way, but we can navigate and sort our data based on whatever field we want, and then choose a second and a third field. So we have the ability to sort data here. I'm going to click Cancel, and I'm going to go back to Edit, and I want you to observe the last three. This one is Replace a Field. I'm going to click on that. Let's say we have a field in Act that we want to replace the data in that particular field. Well, we could replace the content of one particular field and place it in another field. Or, I'm sorry, I misspoke. We can replace the contents of that field. So let's say we want to replace the contents of the ID status field with the something like the color purple. Yeah, just as an example. So I could replace the ID status field for all of the people in my database with the word purple if I so desired. So that's one of the things we can do. We can replace data. I'm going to go back to Edit, and I can go to Swap Field. And basically all that is, it's swapping two fields. So if I have field number 1 and field number 2 and I want to swap their contents, you can do that. I can also copy a field. I'll use the Copy Field option to copy the contents of a field. And a lot of times I'll do that if I'm working with a client and we're making a change to their database to one of their fields. I'll create a second field called, for example, Old ID Status. So if I'm making major changes to the way they work with the ID status, I'll first create a field called Old ID Status. Once it's in the layout, I'll copy the contents of the current ID status to the Old ID Status field. And that way they have a historical record of it. So if you're doing any major changes like this, in a previous tutorial I had suggested make a backup of your database, do a save copy as. Always be very careful with these last three fields because you can sort of mess up your data a little bit if you're not careful. So just be cautious with this. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my tutorial on the Edit menu in Act. I thank you so very much for your time. Have a great day. Bye now.